Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to tell you guys my top 10 favorite Rec Room horror games so far. Now, before we begin this video, I would like to leave a disclaimer that this is my top 10 favorite. This is not ranked in any sort of order, not even like from least to most favorite. It's just these are the games that I think you would really enjoy if you're into Rec Room horror games. And so, let's get started. At number 10, I have Face Your Fears. Now, if you don't know what this game is, it is basically you and one other person, so the capacity is 2. You basically are laying down in this bed, and a bunch of weird, scary stuff is just happening around you. Like, there's a clown, there's a bunch of loud noises, things get really up close to your face. And one of the best parts about it, and that make it more immersive, is the fact that they made it as in like you're actually laying down. So the only thing that you can do is really just tilt your head downwards and like look around like how you would if you're laying down, which makes it 10 times better than it already is. It is made by 3 of a kind, and if you don't know who they are, it is Laura, Lucifer Arts, and Updog. And in my opinion, they are the best Rec Room horror game makers that I have seen so far, and it's always a really exciting time when they upload because they actually put in a lot of work and a lot of effort. They're going to be in this list of top 10 quite a few times, so highly suggest that you go check out at least one of their games. Moving on to number 9, I have Carnival of Carnage. Now this is made by the same group of people, 3 of a kind, and the capacity is 3. So you and 2 other of your friends can play. And basically what it is you are in a carnival ride next to 2 of your other friends, and you just sit back, relax, and watch the horror stuff happen. Like, you don't really move, it's just you watching everything. It is surrounded like a circus type thing, so there's a bunch of clowns, there's just this weird trippy stuff that you honestly probably wouldn't expect to see, but once you do, you'll be like, oh, this shit's actually pretty cool. The reason this is on my list is because it was amazing. Like, the voice acting was awesome. The animations were really just looked into and made sure that they were right. There's one scene with a clown that is just phenomenal that shows how much time and effort they put into it. This game is like at least 30 minutes long, I think. Like, that's another thing with 3 of a kind, is that their games aren't short, they're longer games, so like maybe like 15 to 45 minutes at most, depending on how far along they have made the games, like if they're just a teaser or a full game. I highly suggest that you go and check that one out as well. Moving on to number 8, I have Face Your Fears The Ride. Now the reason this is at number 8 is only because it relates a lot to Carnival of Carnage, and that is it is another version of a carnival ride. It just has different levels and different experiences that you deal with throughout the game. It has some Five Nights at Freddy's characters in it. It has some Poppy's Playtime, I'm pretty sure I saw. And it's just, it has, like I said before, animation's amazing. And it has a really good storyline to it. Made by the same people, 3 of a kind. And just, it's an amazing game to play. And if you like Carnival of Carnage, I suggest you go and play the Face Your Fears The Ride. I don't think it really matters what order you do it in, because I don't think the stories relate to each other in any way. Me and Anthony and Nathan have played it, but sadly the footage got lost, so I definitely suggest that you go and play that for yourself if you haven't already. At number 7, I have Silent Hill Origins of Evil. Now, again, this is made by 3 of a kind, Laura, Lucifer, and Updog. And this time, instead of just sitting around and watching everything happen around you, you actually get to walk through the environment. It's basically what it is. It's, if you don't know what Silent Hill is, it's a repeated kind of sequence where you start at the beginning, go through the house, exit through a door, and then you start back at the beginning and go through that multiple times. But each time the room is changing, like a bunch of jump scares are happening, some little details that you might not notice, and it has a pretty decent storyline to it. And plus, it is an a decently long game. Like, it is a decently long game. I'm pretty sure the capacity is 3 or 4. I do not remember. I played this game a long time ago with Anthony and Nathan. It is up on the channel if you haven't watched it already. It is a really well thought out game. Lots of details. Definitely go and check that game out for yourself. I really recommend it. At number 6, I have BeneathTheLightbulb. Now, this game was recently uploaded on this channel in 2 different videos. Me and Anthony played it, and it is created by Skull Gaming. And what this is basically you're starting off in a house with this little EMF detector thing, and you have to find ghost voices. But at the same time that you have to find those ghost voices, a weird, tall, lengthy skeleton guy is trying to hunt you around the house and just kill you, basically. But the catch to it is that he is completely blind. Like, the only thing he can do is hear you, and that is it. But there is the most annoying tiny robot that when he gets near you, he beeps so loud that it attracts the skeleton guy to you and he kills you. So while you're trying to find those ghost voices, you have to try to not only stay away from the robot, the giant guy as well. Because if you get the robot, you are dead. If you get the giant guy, you're dead. One of the cool effects about this game is that whenever the weird tall guy is near, the lights flicker. So you know to get out of the area or to not move at all. So it is extremely scary. And after you find, I think, the ghost voices 3 times, you can move on to a different map. So it is not like the same thing over and over again unless you play the game like crazy and finish everything. Definitely go and play it for sure. And a little warning, the jump scare is the loudest thing you will ever hear in your life. At number 5, I have ThoseWhoMourn. ThoseWhoMourn is a game that you are basically trying to figure out the secrets of what this mayor is doing. And throughout the whole entire game, you and 3 other friends, so the capacity is 4, you are going through the city trying to figure out what was going on with the mayor, so you find these tapes and get the storyline out of it. But another cool thing about this game is that it is pretty much a prequel to a game that was already released called Circus Freak. But since they made this version, they kind of remastered Circus Freak, so one of the things I do not like about the remastered Circus Freak, though, is that you cannot play with your friends like you could in the other one. So, in the older one, I believe the capacity is 4, but in the newer one, it's only 1 person. So that is the only flaw I have about it, because you can play with multiple people in ThoseWhoMourn, so I feel like if it translated over, it would kind of make a bit more sense. But overall, it is a very well thought out game. It has a lot of detail into it. Voice acting's awesome, and just overall, it shocked us a lot when we found out that it was kind of a prequel to Circus Freak, considering me, Anthony, Nathan, and a couple other of my friends played it before, and we absolutely loved it. So that is definitely on this list. And even though Circus Freak isn't going to be on this list, I definitely recommend you go and play it, whether it's the new version or the old one. I have no idea what the newer version is like, or if it's anything like the older one. But if it is, then you will definitely enjoy it and get a good scare out of it. So definitely go and check both of those out. At number 4, I have Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. Now, this is literally just if Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location was put into Rec Room. Like, it is, design's amazing, you go through the same processes, and it's very scary. It is very, very scary. Now, the game is only capacity of 1, so it sticks to the Five Nights at Freddy's storyline, which I feel makes it a lot better than it would have been with multiple people. And it is created by, I don't know how to say his name, I'm so sorry, I'm going to put it up on the screen here, but that is who made it. And please, please, please go and play it. You can tell this person put a lot of effort into it, and it is definitely noticed when you play throughout the game. Like, go and play this game if you like solo horror games. Go and play it. And plus, it gives you a free Five Nights at Freddy's map that you don't have in the VR version of Five Nights at Freddy's. So definitely go and play it for yourself. At number 3, I have Ignited-Freddy, and this is created by Skull Gaming once again, and it is a game where you spawn like in this maze with a flashlight, and you and I believe like 4 other people, I'm not sure of the capacity, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong here. You and your friends have to run away from Ignited-Freddy in this giant maze. You only have flashlights. When you see him, he completely sprints at you, so you have to run away from him and try to survive as long as possible. There is a story mode version of this, I believe, where you have to like find these pages, but after you find the pages once, they're always spawning in the same locations, so it's nothing really different. You can even change the map. Like, you can go into the bedroom. You can change Ignited-Freddy into this extremely buff version of Helpy. And I'm pretty sure they were adding more stuff, but we haven't played it since then. So I definitely suggest for you to go and play it if you're looking for something to do with your friends. It does get repetitive over time because it's not like a storyline, just the same thing. But trust me, it is a fun game to play with you and your friends. So definitely go and play it. At number 2, I have DJ-MusicMan, and this is once again created by Skull Gaming. Now, this is kind of like Ignited-Freddy, but instead it is with DJ-MusicMan. You have to, I believe, turn on the power to open the exit door, and each of the switches are in different locations around the maze. But the thing that makes it even cooler is that you are extremely tiny and DJ-MusicMan is extremely big. It makes tons of noises, there's music playing, there's proximity chat, and just overall, you can play with a bunch of your friends. Extremely well thought out game, and just like Ignited-Freddy, it does get repetitive over time because the switches locations don't change, but it is definitely another one of those games that if you can't find something to do, you can go and play it. So definitely go and play that game. And number 1, I have Blair Witch, which is created by 3 of a kind plus some other creators. They will be shown in the bottom here. And basically, I think this might have been like a little like teaser or whatever for like making a full version. If it wasn't, I will correct myself. Basically what you're doing is you are walking through the woods trying to find, I guess, these missing people, and there's really well animated videos that you can find. Once you find these tapes, you go into like the screening room, you see the animation in front, and you basically just go through the forest, try and find these people, and there are some jump scares, like really creepy. Definitely play with your friends with that one. I unfortunately cannot remember the capacity that you can play with because I only remember playing with Anthony, but definitely go and play that game. Honestly, just go and play it and see for yourself. All these games, go and play and see for yourself. That is my top 10 Rec Room horror games so far. Now, these games, all of them, go and play. Like, you heard some repeat names. You heard Lucifer Arts and 3 of a Kind a lot. You heard Skull Gaming a lot. Definitely go and check out those creators because they are doing something amazing with what they have in Rec Room. These creators spend so much time and effort on these games. Why would you not go and check them out? Like, they made something for you to entertain. Give them the credit for it. Like, post it on YouTube, post TikToks, whatever, or just even play it and like it, because they have a lot of cool stuff coming out in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload from this channel. Go and play those games. I will have the names in the description below in the order that I said them, but I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.